quick.
Next up, at UFC Orlando, we have Rafael dos Anjos taking on Bryan Barberena. Rafael dos Anjos, 31-14 overall, 2-3 in his last 5, and he is coming off that loss to Rafael Fiziev. Bryan Barberena is 18-8 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, riding his longest ever UFC win streak. And this is I don't want to say a tricky fight, because I do think Rafael dos Anjos should dominate here. He should come forward. He has good technicals. What?
You said Rafael dos Anjos.
No, I did not. Maybe my internet
slower.
cut out. RDA should dominate this fight. He should come forward. I think he actually will be the better striker, technically speaking. He's definitely going to be the better wrestler, definitely going to be the better grappler. And I think he can come forward and just do what he does, grind people down, wear them out. It's 3 rounds. And I think he should be able to avoid any danger, because Bryan Barberena, up until his last fight, we didn't really see that one-punch knockout power. Right? He was a really fun volume striker that would come forward.
Well, we didn't really see it last fight either.
Didn't he just knock out? What are you talking about?
I mean, that was all that was like a TKO volume knockout.
I get it, but like, it.
I mean, he literally was
like,
he's just nonstop.
It wasn't.
He's like me. He's like me in the bedroom.
I don't know if it's my internet or yours, but you are completely pixelated.
Well, it's definitely not mine, and I can guarantee you everyone will confirm that.
Okay, well, if Jacob's pixelated, let us know in the live chat. Anyway, RDA is older. He's a little worn out. He's just been plagued with injuries over the years, which is part of the problem. And he's coming off that loss to Rafael Fiziev, where he was basically brutalized, but he did get 6 minutes of control time and 2 takedowns. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but nobody was really taking Fiziev down. It was very hard to take him down. RDA managed to do it and did it well. So I do think RDA is going to win this fight. I think he'll get the takedowns. Bryan Barberena is a good striker, volume striker, has some power. RDA is coming off a knockout, a little older, but I trust him. I don't trust him at minus 550, but I trust him. The odds are definitely disrespectful. They're definitely really wide. I think he'll get the takedowns, and I think he'll get it done. And you can see here, Bryan Barberena's takedown defense is only 55%. And RDA is just going to be diving and shooting. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the odds are insane. I have no idea. And that's the biggest talk of everyone in the Discord. Join the Discord. It's completely free. Everyone's talking about, I cannot believe. And they keep it more and more wide as well. If I was putting odds on this, I'd put RDA at like minus 175, minus 200, and maybe let them balloon up to like minus 250 or something. I understand the path to victory. I'm sure that's why the odds are, because Bryan can't get taken down. Taken down 12 times by Colby, 8 times by Jason Witt, 3 times by 3 times by Leon Edwards. That's the path to victory, and that should be what happens in this fight. RDA just takes him down and does what he does. But if he tries to fight, stand, he should be the better striker. But that volume that Bryan can lay on people can wear people down. So I did put a little sprinkle, because I don't think RDA is going to find a finish. Inside the distance, decisional action for Bryan. There's a little free bet there. I think I like the odds on that, because I think it's probably a decision. I'll probably get my money. I fully expected my money back, but if Bryan, for some reason, is able to withstand some takedowns, or RDA doesn't want to shoot takedowns, this turns into a brawl. I think it turns into a 50-50 fight with Bryan's volume. So the odds are crazy. I do have RDA in a parlay, but I sprinkle a little hedge for my man Bryan. Former lock of the week,
I think we're both aligned here. RDA should win. He's the better overall fighter, the more experienced fighter, the easier, cleaner path to victory. But minus 550, he shouldn't win that much. Shouldn't win like that. That's assuming he's going to come in here and just murder Bryan Barberena.
Just smoke him, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a finish. I think it's a decision. So
yeah, I think it's a decision. Fine. Yeah, and that's like, and I guess, yeah. I don't know. It seems crazy. I can't justify it.
I have an interesting bet as well that'll be available for premium members and premium members only. We want picks.
Is it in premium right now?
It is in premium right now.
I'll just read it off for you guys real quick.
You and I talked about it before the live stream. Premium member is only $10 a month, and it is worth it with everything that you get. You get the bets the minute we place them, picks, all those things. $9,600 in DraftKings. While I think minus 550 is a little wide, I think $9,600 on DraftKings is probably worth it because it's such a clear path with the takedowns, with the control time. And that's what scores well in DraftKings. Finishes, takedowns, and control time. That's what scores well. And I think RDA will definitely get 2 of those 3 things. You agree?
I agree.
All right. There we go. And then Monkey Knife Fight Strike Line 66 to 79. This is the rare situation where the underdog has the higher strike line, but that's because his volume is nuts. I'm not touching it because I don't even know when he's going to have an opportunity to throw that many strikes. He may just be constantly peppering him out there, or he may just be on his back for 12 of 15 minutes. So not going to touch the Monkey Knife Fight Strike Line. Jacob and I both like RDA. We both have him in DraftKings or like him for DraftKings. And the minus 550 odds are definitely wide, even though we're pretty confident in him winning.